Hi everyone, it's Jen here. This is a reading for the new moon in Leo on August 18th. I am going to do this by element and start with Earth. So Earth already has a couple flipping out. Nice ones too. Okay, Earth. So this will be a very healing time for you. We have the Four of Swords and the Star card. It doesn't, you're going to get a couple extra. At the bottom of the deck is the Seven of Wands. I can't really see. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if the lighting's bad, but if I turn the other way, you're just looking at my house siding, and it's gray. It's pretty boring. So hopefully you can see some of the flowers and the scenery. But the Seven of Wands is about remembering you have the higher ground, and I feel like this is coming through in character, what you value, that you trust yourself to conduct yourself in a certain manner, and not allowing other people to get you on the defensive. Simply stating your case. No is a complete sentence, and if someone else is going to act badly because of how you're living your life, that's on them. You're not responsible for someone else's emotions, behaviors, reactions to you. I mean, it's one thing if you're, obviously, um, I'm not talking about anything extreme, but just in general, other people don't necessarily have a vote in your life. And this isn't disrespectful. It doesn't mean you're not communicating well and taking other people into consideration. But at the end of the day, you need to live with the decisions that are made. This is kind of an emperor energy. So it better be the right ones for you. No is a complete sentence. Yeah, I feel like you're getting better at saying no, earth signs, and not allowing that to fill you with guilt or worry. And because of it, you have more energy. And this is a healing time. This is meditating. The star is healing. It's maybe you had some sort of tower moment in the last 5 months or so, and or I mean, it doesn't matter timing really. It could be anything that you're still healing from, but I feel as though this new moon in Leo is really giving you some energy back, and you had the space to really do the work and do the healing. And now you're ready to move on, and you may be moving on in a completely different direction. What's this? Must be the Ten of Cups. Wow. What is your happily ever after? Not what society tells you it is, not what you wish it was, or you other people want it to be, but what is your happily ever after? And you have to figure out what that looks like in order to be happy. And I feel like you're figuring that out. What else came out here? The 8 of Cups. I just want to make sure these cards aren't I think there are 4 different artists and they each took a suit and then I think maybe split up the majors. They're really pretty, the backs. I'm forgetting what they're called. I'll have to look it up and put it in the description. So the 8 of Cups, walking away from, you're going to be able to replenish and heal, but you need to walk away from toxic, emotionally draining situations to find your happily ever after does not sit in situations where you're constantly draining yourself and giving and exhausting yourself for someone else and not getting your cup filled in return. Yeah, so this, I'm getting as someone may have been really passive aggressive and you just never felt like you could really communicate and they would yes you and but just turn around and do whatever they wanted, and it was, again, exhausting. This is a card about other people behaving badly and yet still accepting responsibility for your behavior and not stooping down to their level. And that's, you can see, like, this is the higher ground. Keeping at your level, not being dragged down to another's level because of their issues. The Four of Cups. Someone who is kind of cold and or distant or hot and cold. This is someone that ghosts you and then contacts you and ghosts you, and they're just using you, and it's exhausting because are we on, are we off, are they into me now, or are they not, and it goes back and forth and back and forth. These friends can do this, family can, like, they may show up when they need something, or they're kind of distressed but don't really have much time to ask how you're doing ever. And I see this as this person. And this person, you kept offering them, but they weren't. Sometimes, so like 3 times they take your cup, but then they ghost you. They're not going to take that cup. Yeah, so I see this new moon in Leo as being more thoughtful about how much energy you have, what you put your energy into. Are you getting energy back? Are people matching you? And not throwing everything into it, but I think you've done that before, and just because don't lower yourself. You don't have to um, give yourself away to someone in order for them to love you. It's, if you feel like you're having to do that, you realize that that is not the right relationship, and because of that realization and being able to move on, you're going to heal, you're going to be healthier, you're going to be happier. And you won't waste time on situations or people that ultimately are not best for your long-term health and happiness. Okay, make sure the camera's still on. We are going to move on to the sign of air. What are we at? Okay, air signs. Thanks for joining me. This is a reading for that new moon in Leo on August 18th. I hope you're doing really well. What are we doing? Air. Okay. Air. Sorry if that was loud. Air signs. New moon in Leo. Okay, that's coming out. Okay. Oh, everyone's getting some extra cards. Okay. So at the bottom of the deck is the Seven of Pentacles. And look at these cute raccoons. The Seven of Pentacles is biding your time, being patient, spending downtime wisely, kind of slowly, daily working at something. Maybe, I almost get the sense that maybe during quarantine you've been losing weight, decluttering. You've slowly been chipping away at something with your house, slowly chipping away at a degree, some sort of certification, some sort of training, some sort of something tangible, but you've slowly been chipping away at it, and I almost feel like you haven't been bragging about it or talking about, no, bragging, you can talk about it without bragging about it, but you've kind of kept it on the down low. And yeah, it's like you're going to have a big reveal, or people are going to see you that haven't seen you in a while and sort of go, wow. Um, and it's not even so much physical, though it may very well be. It's going to be, what do I want to say? You're just going to vibrate, shine. I want to say glow, but you're not literally going to glow, but you're just going to seem happy and lighter in general, like your demeanor. Yeah. The Hierophant, spirituality. Maybe you're just chill. You're just more laid back. You just have a calmer, gentler, softer way about you because um, you're just taking a different approach, kind of a chill Zen approach to things. Um, yeah, it's just it's a little conflicting, the energy I'm getting, because it's you've been working on this thing behind the scenes and working, but it's been quiet. You're quietly doing it, and you weren't pushing it, you weren't forcing it, and yeah, and you're just approaching things from a more spiritual point of view. Like, that's okay. It doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. You just, it's not even that you're telling people that, they can just sense this new level of peace within you. I think this is the Four of Wands. Um, Stability, home life. Maybe you've been dating someone and haven't been telling anyone about it. I feel like, yeah, there's something on the down low. And sorry, I know, I'm sure people don't, my son would be like, no one says that anymore, Mom. Um, but whatever. Maybe you've been keeping a pregnancy a secret. Yeah, I get the sense of a surprise, some sort. But you're meeting some sort of milestone, and it's kind of flown under everyone's radar, probably on purpose, because you don't need anyone's vote or approval. I remember I left the last two times I've left a job, which happened pretty quickly. I was at the same job for 7.5 years once I moved back here. And then I left for under 2 years. And I met some wonderful people. I had a blast, but it was it was not a good fit for me. Um, so then I have the job I have now, which I love. Um, I love it, and it took me a long time to get here. I'm almost 50, but it's a great job if I have to work at all. Um, but when I left those jobs, I didn't tell anyone. I didn't tell. So I remember when I left that first job, the manager said, "Wow," or he wasn't the manager yet, but he was like, "Wow, you really kept that a secret." And it was kind of an interesting comment, and it's obviously stuck with me because um, I just I don't really gossip that much anymore. Um, I do. I'm far from perfect. I do, but I'm not. I don't know. I keep secrets. I don't feel like I need to share things with others. I don't share other people's information if it's something. It's their story to tell. I don't know. There's a level of confidence that comes with being able, if you say you're going to keep a secret, or I don't know. So, sorry, I'm kind of going off here. I'm trying to get the message. You can keep things close to home. You just don't feel the need for external approval or um, energy or feedback, I guess is what I'm coming. Here's the Five of Wands: strife, competition. the Page of Cups. It might not be, but I think it's the Page of Cups. I'm getting a hermit vibe, huh? There's kind of a, oh, they're making shadow puppets of a wolf. Yeah, you see this, you see, you've worked through your shadow side, your emotions, your shadow side. Um, you're communicating clearly. You've done the work, the devil. So you may have conquered an addiction. Maybe you quietly stopped drinking, or um, some sort of compulsive or behavior that was sort of demanding and taking more of your time and energy than you would have liked. So whether that's toxic negative thinking, that's probably one we all share and need to work on. And certainly as air signs, you can overthink things. Um, but we don't have any sword cards on the table. So I feel like you just really been grounded, and it's like a slow burn. There's like a slow burn happening with someone. Maybe you've been falling in love with someone. Um, okay, this is going really long, so I don't feel like that was super clear, but that's what was coming. That's what came out in the cards. So um, thank you, air signs. Now we're going to go on to the sign of water. Hello, water signs. This is your reading for the new moon in Leo, and that will occur on August 18th. Let's see what's going on. Oh, yeah, at the bottom of the deck is this gorgeous Justice card and Temperance. Two cards of balance, of coming into balance. Um, and a fire sign. So the Leo energy below that. So water signs coming into balance, feeling emotionally calm, um, maybe finding someone that balances you out. This could be legal. This could be a fire sign, because you have the Leo energy with this King of Wands here. And then also this Temperance, which is Sag. So this fire energy, trying to keep that in balance with the Temperance card, the mutable water sign of Sagittarius. But we're in Leo, the fixed sign. So it's almost as if the Temperance, and I feel like I just see Temperance pouring water from one cup, trying to get it just right. So emotions, trying to get the emotions, even though it's a fire sign, the emotions evened out, calm, and calming down that fire. And this comes from calming our mind and trying to focus, to make sure we're focusing on facts and balancing out that passion and fire. So if you've met someone, you may want to make sure you're engaging your brain as well, and not ignoring red flags because it's of the excitement of the rush of emotions and passion that come at the beginning of a relationship. And so the Leo is a fixed fire sign. They're going to help slow things down. So fixed to me is earth. It's like Leo's like the earth fire sign, if that makes any sense. Um, to balance those things out. This makes sure that you if you know you're emotionally involved in something, it can be difficult to have that perspective. So, getting counsel, and this doesn't have to be negative, having having someone look over uh, documents, proofread things, make sure it's not too emotional, make sure your point is coming across and it doesn't get lost in, um, yeah, if we're feeling worked up about something, we can, if there's emotion coming through, the message can get lost. Water signs. Yeah, so tempering your water with fire and with action and your head. Getting out of your head or getting into your head to get out of your emotions. Yeah. The Fool. I mean, this is that energy. I want to just take a leap of faith and spring forward. So you really found someone or something that you're really worked up about, really excited about, really passionate about. Um, and maybe you've been too scared in the past to actually act on things like that. And because you get fear, your emotions get worked up, and you're like, "Oh, I don't know." So I'm getting an extreme. You're either all in too fast, um, or it's a little bit of analysis paralysis, that fixed Leo energy, where you're just like, "Oh, I'm afraid to move forward." So balancing those out and saying, "Okay, you don't have to go all in, but you do have to go a little in if you're going to see where this goes." Making yourself vulnerable, putting yourself out there. Sorry, I have something popping up on my screen. This isn't white knuckling it. How much can you bench press? This is, I'm scared, but I know in order to live my life, to get what I truly want, I might need to put myself out there. I need to go out and date people to meet someone. I need to apply for that job. I need to throw my hat in the ring. I need to be vulnerable and be intimate and really let this person I'm dating in if it's going to go further. I can't keep up the block and the barriers to protect myself. And the Eight of Pentacles. Wow. So I just got the chills. You've really been, you've found, you know what it is? For some of you, I think you've found that thing that feeds your soul. You've found a passion. You've found, it's, I don't know if it's a calling. So for some of you, it may feel like a calling. Um, but it could be anything. I almost hate to give examples, but it's something that when you do it, you're completely present and it feeds your soul. You feel better about things. Um, it's what you want to be doing when you're not working. And I could see some of you taking a leap of faith and putting your art out there, putting something out there, and which could eventually turn into a way to make your living. It's like, I love doing this anyway. It could be, I'm getting a farrier. It looks like, um, to me, I've always had horses until I lost my horse. Gosh, it's been 5 years now. Oh, happy YouTube anniversary to myself. On the 11th, it was 6 years I've been on YouTube. I literally just woke up one day and I'm gonna make a YouTube video. I mean, I guess I had thought about it, but it just was spontaneous. So maybe that just came up for you. Maybe you've been thinking about something for a long time, but one day you're just going to feel compelled to put yourself out there and share this art with the world, share this with the world. And it's just going to balance out your whole life. It's as if you were spending time and energy. You didn't realize how much time and energy you were spending blocking or stunting that side of yourself. Yeah. Okay. Fire, fire, fire. Hey, fire signs. How are you? Sorry, this is not your reading. This was, oh, there goes my pen. This was Water's reading. I don't even remember. I literally, less than a minute ago, just finished the reading and I already forgot. So when people leave comments, I love them. They're great, but I'm like, oh shit, I don't even remember what I said. But I appreciate them. I read them all. Fire. What is going on? New moon in Leo. So we like this energy. It's a little restrictive if you're a Sag. Well, for the other, both of them, for Sag and Aries, because Leo is the fixed sign of the fire signs. However, it is it helps keep us on track. It helps keep us motivated. It helps keep us focused in order to accomplish things. So we move from this new moon in Leo on August 18th into Virgo season on the 23rd. And Virgo um, is it the mutable? I can't remember if it's the mutable earth sign. I think it is. I should know that. But so we really have an opportunity to use this energy. What are you passionate about? What are you motivated to do? What are you enthusiastic about? What inspires you? And then this Leo, fixed Leo new moon moving into Virgo really helps us stay on task to accomplish and make things, bring things to fruition and make things happen, materialize. There's another word, but I can't think of it. Here's the Four of Pentacles. This is a very fixed energy. This would probably be a Taurus energy, the fixed earth sign. This is probably at the bottom of the deck. Either we have or we need to buckle down our finances. And remember that just putting one foot in front of the other, one step at a time, one day at a time, and just put a little bit away. Just make sure you move for 10 minutes. You work on something for a little bit of time, and it will, if we just keep working at it, it will come to fruition. This is also a card about boundaries and commitments, priorities. Oh my God, there's another word. I don't know. I'm having trouble finding the words. Maybe you have writer's block, and this is saying just show up for 10 minutes. I think Liz Gilbert says that she forces herself to sit for, I don't know if it's an hour or half hour. I think it's an hour every day. She forces herself to sit to write, and she's like, even if I don't write, I'd show up. I show up. So keep showing up. Keep showing up. But show up for the things that are you showing up for the things that, what do you say your priorities are? And what do you show up for? And it's an opportunity to align yourself with and check yourself. What are my priorities? And am I living that for my priorities? The Fool. Take a chance. What are you waiting for? Maybe you've been too fixed, too stuck. And it is time to take that leap of faith and to move forward and to take action. So what area of our lives is this maybe? The Queen of Swords. Definitely I'm getting a writing vibe here. I'm sorry if the lighting's bad. I don't want, if I face the other way, you're looking at the side of my house, which is gray. It's just super boring. Um, Queen of Swords, cutting away the bullshit, cutting away the fears, really making sure you're thinking clearly, and you're thinking clearly. So, yes, take that leap of faith. Why are you so fixed? What are you so afraid of? It's time to move forward. It's time to move on. Maybe if you haven't dated, it's time to date. It's time to put yourself out there. It's time to move forward. It's time. Maybe you're free. Maybe a divorce went through. Maybe some sort of legal thing, or you just feel that something's official. Maybe you're official with someone. I just heard like Instagram official or Facebook official. Um, so something, maybe you got a job offer and you have to move, but something is signed and official. I just get a strong writing vibe, a blog, starting a YouTube channel, an online business. Maybe this is your resignation and you're moving on. So the Six of Pentacles, having faith that there's give and take in the universe, and what you put out will come back. Yeah, wow, I feel like it's kind of, I'm sorry, I tried to get the lighting better. I'm almost getting a surrender vibe, just like I don't know maybe exactly how it's going to work out, but I have to do this. I have to take this leap of faith. I have to move forward. Um, and I'm using my brain. I've 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 been saving. I've been thinking about this and working up for it. It's kind of like the bottom line. It may be that during this time you did a lot of soul searching and you realize I'm a chicken shit. I've said that I think more than once today, because I was calling myself chicken shit the other day. I've been, I talk a big game, but I'm chicken shit. You need to actually get out. I can't believe how many times I've said chicken shit. You need to get out there and, yeah, you need to get out there. You need to put yourself out there. You need to stop thinking or talking about it and doing it. I feel as though, yeah, this is my, um, come on, my the Hanged Man is my quarantine card, because so maybe during quarantine you've done a lot of thinking. You may be, this came up for another one, transforming your life. Maybe you found something during quarantine that you're really excited about and passionate about and been working on. And when you see people who haven't seen in a while, they're going to notice. They're going to notice that you've put yourself out there, you're doing something new, you're working towards something new, you're lighter, you may have lost weight, you're more positive, you're more excited. Another sign had this energy coming through. Um, yeah, you've been slowly working behind the scenes, putting things in motion, making things happen. What else am I getting? But you're moving anything that was restricting you, that was keeping you stuck, felt out of balance, um, because maybe you were trying too hard to be responsible for someone else's behavior, mood, energy, and you're free of that. And now you just feel so much lighter, and I'm never going to get in that situation again, and here's how that happened, and now I can move forward with more confidence because I know what's truly important. And I try to trick the camera. Life is too short. Yeah, I'm getting this real, almost an urgency though now to move forward, to break free, to just live your life on your terms the way you want it, and not to answer to anyone, and not to apologize, and to get out there to live. Um, it's balanced with this air and earth energy, so it isn't. Um, you're not being foolish. You are living and putting yourself out there. I think that's the best way to say it. You're putting yourself out there, because if you don't, you're not going to be going anywhere. You're going to be stuck um, in the same pattern that isn't truly what you want, because you're not really living. You're sort of existing, and you want to live, you want to experience, you want to live life to the fullest. Okay, well, thanks so much for watching. Take care.